No, you already have a gene clinic. Awesome. So you can get a sanctuary of repose. And this is going to be... Screw it. We're going all out food. This is going to be a food producing settlement. Agri-world. And you... We decided... Yeah, you're definitely research. So let's set you to being tech world. And then Pantsu Prime, we haven't made a decision about yet. This could also be a food producer. Doesn't have any other special traits. Has a fair amount of mining. And at the moment our mineral production is a bit low. I mean, we have Homeguard for mining. And Homeguard has barely been touched. It's still a really new settlement. What about exotic resources? Do I prioritize smaller plants for that, or does plant size not factor into it? Don't know yet. That's too much of a change compared to when I last played. Like, we are only just getting exotic materials, exotic resources. So how exactly that factors into my building, I have no idea. Generally, I think I'm going to rely on, just because we have such a wide empire, I'm just going to rely on what we can get from systems. So we use the mines rather than developing them on a planet system. Because I think the problem that I'm kind of facing is the fact that there just aren't enough jobs to keep your population happy. It's really easy to get oodles of housing, you just can't employ everyone. And because they've put in some really, really severe building limitations, like a building using a very valuable building slot and having one job? Not really worth it. I think that this is going to be a pretty well-balanced location. I mean, we could turn this into another administrative office, just because our Empire sprawl is so bad. It's also doing a little bit of technology, though not a huge amount. It's relatively big. And it does have 100% habitability, so this might well be another industrial place. Do vassals contribute resources that only tributaries? I think vassals do. I couldn't tell you how many, though. And since integrating these guys, my food supply has gone from like plus 50 to minus 6. So we'll see how that balances. Do you have gene clinic? Nope. Well, you're gonna need those. We're also gonna replace the commercial hub because there's no way I'm protecting my trade all the way from here. And this is instead going to be the sanctuary. And then we will see where we go from there. I'm not going to specialize this place because I honestly don't have a clue what I want to do with it yet. The reasons behind this well-visited asteroid became clear as the surface expedition encountered vast storage areas and silos dug into an asteroid. The dead rock served as a depot for more spacefaring species, offering refueling and maintenance before sending ships even deeper into space. This would indicate an alien society devoid of FTL drive, but with an abundance of motivation to explore space. Why the asteroid depot was abandoned remains unclear, but we have managed to salvage a small yield of minerals. Finders keepers.
System survey concluded.
Another archaeological one. Right, we will also have inherited a bunch of star bases. Well... Dewmast is pretty much a must-have defensive location. We never did get any other Norse names. So, need some more Norse names. Norse, not names, Norse locations, cities. Like Visby and Trelleborg and stuff. Reykjavik. Oslo. We'll call this one Oslo. And then we're going to have Oslo Station, which is you. Okay, then Oslo Station is going to get upgraded because I need it to be defensive. Now, the other places that we have got, which is Sanis, which is here. That's actually the only entrance. So yes, Asanis needs to be fortified. Oh, I see. Rankshan is behind my lines, but Rankshan would be... Oh, it's a Tomb World as well. Would be relatively easy for us to attack as long as we're holding on to Asanis. They cannot fortify this at all. So Asanis needs to be an absolutely freaking massive defensive structure. And then that basically means that I can get rid of Polaris and Fangnor. Except that Polaris is a planet. Oh, speaking of which, Oslo. Did I rename the planet of Oslo as well? Nope. Alright, now I have. Fangnor has a gateway. Is that going to matter? I'm going to make an executive decision and say, nah. Have I ever tried the reliquaries from the caravanners? They can contain some goodies or nothing at all. No, I haven't. Alright, so Costa Mog. Need another name. Do Finnish names count? Not really, because Finland wasn't really colonized by the Norse. Or settled by the Norse. They were too rowdy. Brattachlid. That's a good one. That's a really good one. That was Eric the Red's estate in Greenland. That's a really good one. Good knowledge. So instead of Polaris, we'll have Brattachlid. And we need to name the starbase here, and I think I am going to keep this one fortified. Sweet. Because there's a big planet there. I mean, it's the same with Panasu. The thing is, I don't want this to be using all of my starbase capacity when they really don't need the defenses. And Brattachlid leads to Trelleborg and Aggersborg. No, we could actually... Oh, of course, we have a new species. We can colonize a whole bunch of places. Okay. Although, it is going to be a period of ethical diversion as we try to instate our own ethics upon them. I mean, it will happen eventually because we got pretty good governing ethics modifiers, but it's going to take a while. Something which we could have been doing as soon as we conquered them instead of vassalizing them, because apparently vassalizing did nothing on that at all. Alright, so Sunnis. Sunnis was the one really important defensive spot. It's also a planet here. Danelaw's not a city. How did there get to be a bunch of Swedes in Finland? Much later on. That was when Finland was a part of Sweden. As opposed to part of Norselandia. Proto-Sweden. We have a Novgorod already. That's Home Guard. Home Guard is Novgorod. Conan Guard is... Oh, you know what this can be? I know exactly what this place is. It's kind of important. There we go. Name decided. We finally have a Constantinople. I mean a Istanbul. I mean a Byzantium. I mean a Miklagard. Like, it's our frontier. Whoops. Ah! Why'd that teleport? It's alright. Didn't change the name. Miklagard. There we are. Zarigrad. Zarigrad wasn't... Oh, yeah it was. True. Alright, we got them. Oh, no we haven't. Panasu. Panasu still needs a name. Keflavik. I don't know where that is. I'm curious now. Iceland. Founded in the 16th century. That's not Norse. That's much more modern. More options. Jarlshof. What's that? Yep, that'll work. Jarlshof. We already have a Jorvik. And where is the starbase? There it is. Okay, done. So one of the first things I do want to change is the shipyards, which are down here. I don't think they're needed. Although we should get somewhere where we have a second set of shipyards, which is probably Brattachlid, because it's so central. So Brattachlid is going to have Brattachlid shipyards. And Jarlshof is not going to be one. You're just going to have gun batteries for now. I'll work out something proper once I've kind of stabilized everything else a bit more. There's a lot of things changing at the moment.
System survey concluded.
Oh, Sigtuna would have been a good one too. Alright, those jokers are still here. Outside of a tropical station we could, tropical planet we could now colonize. Alright, new technology. Done. That's a very expensive naval capacity, so I don't think we can do that. We could go for more food from farmers, and I think that in the short term is probably what I'll do. Are there any other materials? No, but we could get cruisers. Could also get level 3 armor. I like armoring up a bit more. We're definitely going to want cruisers sooner rather than later. And then Waltham, we want to take this place first. And we do have a timed project in Homeguard, which we are going to want to get. Now, does this all count as explored? This is not. You have archaeology and surveying speed. Well, you may as well go and do an Asterion then, because I know that those take a while. And you are an anomaly discovery chance, so you definitely want to be surveying. Which kind of means that you don't want to be. Yeah, you're a survey speed, but that's all you got. So let's send you down here to go and check that planet out. Okay, ships have finally arrived in Fanok. So it's time to go do some pew-pews. Down here, faction founded, the Citizen Obedience Party. We're getting quite a few factions getting established as our new population starts to adhere to them. Acuary Iceland. Yeah, that name I do recognize. Oops. Let's go back here. Is this all of them? No. Now it's all of them. Yeah, that's all of them. Alright, let's do this. It's fighting time! That's a lot of pew-pews. Wow. I can do that too, though. Oh, these things just ignore shields, apparently. Yeah, they're going straight through the shields and just hitting my armor.
Construction project concluded. Receiving transmission.
Oh no, the Dark Wanderer. No, the Dark Wanderer just blew up. That was my frigate, I think. Oh man, we're starting to really badly separate here.
Silenced.
Death of an amoeba. Oh dear. You saw nothing. You saw nothing! Everything's fine! It's because we started to split up. Everyone else in chat would have been protecting him. What's one viewer? It's fine. Fossilized remains. Probably of bubbles. Archaeologists have unearthed more and more fossilized remains in the valley, and account up to 26 different distinct sapient species, none of which are native to Lindanese. Those fossils have been sufficiently preserved to determine a cause of death. All point towards physical trauma inflicted by blades, spears, or arrows. Not a single specimen appears to have been felled by the equivalent of modern projectile or energy weapons. The ruins of the small structure of some sort have been found near the entrance of the valley. It appears to originate from the same period of the fossils. Perhaps it will shed some light on things. I was going to suggest retreating and repairing. Oh, I would have, except they keep on aggroing. More of these places. And if I'm not careful, they're going to aggro this one as well. I don't think they've done it yet, but they're a little bit too close for my taste right now. Okay, so we can research another thing. I think I'm going to go for the chemical plants. Maybe the shield capacitor. Let's go shield capacitor. Alright, that's that one dead. Now, can we please kill this thing before it kills us? Pelismus warriors sighted. For several months now, we've received scattered reports of small numbers of alien mercenaries and privateers operating on the frontiers of your space. They call themselves the Pelismeris and are apparently exiles from a nomadic warrior culture inhabiting the overcrowded space stations in around the Voldox system. Their passage near our space proceeded without incident, but they warned us against trespassing on Voldox. There is no Pelismus central government to speak of, but their various factions are engaged in constant infighting and often launch raids against neighbouring star systems. Indeed, given their vast propulsion and space-based production capability, the Pelismus would likely be a significant galactic power if they ever stopped killing each other. Outsiders! We are the Pelismus. Unlike the civilized star nations of the galaxy, we have no single master to lord over us. But I have been chosen to convey this message to you on behalf of all of the houses. Do not try to impose your soft and effete ways upon us. You may freely send your alien ships into Pelismus territory, but do not expect them to return. Our warriors will become the diversion. Will welcome the diversion. However, transmit on this frequency only if you wish to offer tribute, or if you have need of mercenaries, as well as the means to pay for them.
System survey concluded.
Non-aggression pact with the Norse entity. That one I will absolutely agree to.
System survey concluded.
Alright, so we have taken a fair old pounding, but I'm going to dig deeper and more greedily. And hopefully we can kill this and then we're done here. That's actually a reason to build shipyards closer to the front lines. Something to consider. Let us repair closer to the front lines and refit. In fact, I think you can repair at any starbase, but refitting you can't. Asteroid hives have been defeated. Our forces have managed to smash the alien hive asteroids in the Tiralam system. They are once again dormant, and we are not detecting any more of those vicious attack craft. One of the asteroids is still reasonably intact, despite the damage inflicted upon it. We should consider dispatching a science party to see what we can find at it. Alright, so we're going to say upgrade, upgrade, repair, repair. Done. Alright, and then we're going to say, oh hey science ship. You're on anomaly detection chance. We need you to continue surveying, please. You're just a survey speed, so you are absolutely free to come over here and do those. Actually, no, let's send you to Home Guard first to do those research projects, and then do those. There we are. Construction ship. So Zaffa is now done. So Zaffa was going to become a fortification. And this was going to be Sigtuna. Oh wait, no, this is only a fortification. This is not a planet. Which means I need to go back to my list of ring forts. And I've actually used all 7 of those. Are there any more? Nope, there are 7. Agabord, Borgaby, Boring, Firkat, Nonabakan. Do I have Nonabakan? Well, I do know that there is another castle, which is pretty famous. It's from a little bit later, but it's cool enough that I'm going to call it. So let's go ahead and upgrade Kalmar Station. Make sure it becomes the fortification it was always destined to become. It's also a pretty cool castle. Been there. Okay, so... it is now definitely time for us to start backfilling everything else within our realm. So let's go ahead and start building the mining stations and research stations that we're supposed to be having here. Surface scans reveal the planet to be covered in desiccated flatlands, large areas covered in fine dusty sediment. Analysis shows that the sediment traces are all that is left of extensive tracts of vegetation that must have died and dried out with unnatural speed. Furthermore, many of the dry patches have crumbled to reveal a vast cave system just beneath the surface. This surveying trip just turned into a spelunking expedition. Keep on digging! And with that, I think I am actually going to end the stream here. I know it's half an hour early, but I can feel my voice starting to get rather rough. And I'm not off tomorrow. I'm doing a full day of streaming tomorrow, so I kind of want to save myself for that. So tomorrow, 4 PM, British summertime, something awesome is going to be shown off. I still can't talk about it, but tomorrow it's going to be here in its full glory. And I am excited. I am really excited. To show you some. So yeah, join us tomorrow 4 PM British summertime here on this channel for a stream which I don't usually do. Thursdays usually my day off, so that should tell you something about how excited I am about this. I do hope to see you for that. If you would like to get a reminder notification, be sure to hit that follow button so that you get those notifications. If you want to support the channel and everything that I do here, then please do subscribe. It does help the channel out, lets me do more of this kind of content. Or you can, of course, check out the Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/MordredViking. I do have a YouTube channel where you can find the beginning of this series. That's at youtube.com/MordredViking. I do have a Discord, which you can find at the link which Marshall just posted. Yeah, that Marshall just posted up. Thank you very much for that. That is where the community hangs out. They're a very cool bunch, and it's always a pleasure to see some new faces over there. So come join us, say hello. You'll be more than welcome. I'm going to go and see you after streaming, and we'll go and throw them a raid. Fiora is, but she's been going for 4 hours. I don't think she'll go for much longer. Shenrir has in fact stopped. He's not on. Let's go and raid Welched. Welched often raids us, and I do like returning that favour. So we will head over to Welched. So head on over there, say hello from Mordred Viking. I'd love to see his chat lit up by the Viking raid, which you can do by copying and pasting Viking raid just like that. Or, if you're a subscriber and you want to show off our swanky longships, then you can do so with that one. Anyway, that's it for me for now. I will see you tomorrow, 4 PM for awesomeness. Until then, goodbye.